arrive and if it will impact your Mother's Day weekend plans.
This is CBS 46 News at noon. Getting results.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Greer. We have a lot of news to get to as state leaders continue to tackle the coronavirus crisis. There's growing concern that minority groups are being left out of the decision-making process. Today, a new coalition has emerged. Our Rebecca Schramm's live at the state capitol. Rebecca, the group already has a demand for the governor.
Yeah, within the last hour, Karen, the coalition held an internet news conference. They are demanding a meeting with Governor Brian Kemp, and they want it to happen within the next week.
We would like to have a conversation, a meeting with the governor, with some of our thinkers, our medical professionals, with some of our public policy makers.
The group calls itself the Georgia Coalition to Save Lives. It's a collaboration of more than 50 organizations plus 40 individuals, from state lawmakers to clergy members to attorneys, all concerned about communities of color. According to the coalition, these are the people who bear the greatest burden of COVID-19, yet don't have a voice at the table where decisions are being made. In an open letter to Governor Brian Kemp, the coalition requests that the governor impose an order that would mandate and supply protective equipment like masks and hand sanitizers in public spaces and in all businesses that bring people into close contact. They also want the governor to let local leaders have control over how and when people can gather.
I feel like it is time for us to sit down and have a productive conversation on how we're going to prevent the further death and loss of life of Georgia citizens.
The governor is holding a news conference this afternoon. He has now changed it to 3:30. We will have a camera crew there, and we'll ask him if he's considering holding a meeting with this coalition. You can watch that news conference live here and also on our CBS 46 app. Live in Atlanta, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
All right, Rebecca, thank you so much. Now, as Rebecca just mentioned, we will get an update from Governor Kemp on the state's coronavirus battle, and that's with Haley Mason later on today. Meantime, Atlanta's mayor is calling out the governor. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms is pushing him to change his executive order. Governor Kemp ended his shelter in place Friday, and since then, some people here in Georgia are trying to get back to their normal lives and not taking precautions. The mayor says something needs to be done on both the state and local levels because people need to understand there still is a deadly virus spreading, and the state's not in the clear just yet.
I have specifically asked about some tweaks, and the governor is not in agreement with that.
New research shows why the mayor is so concerned. The study projected 4,913 deaths in Georgia by August 4th. And warns that that number could rise to up to 12,000. We're set to talk to the mayor one-on-one this afternoon, and we'll have more from her on CBS 46 News at 6. Now to the newest numbers of coronavirus here in Georgia. There are more than 31,200 confirmed cases of the virus. More than 1,300 people have died, and that's up 30 deaths from overnight. And according to the Georgia Department of Public Health, more than 217,000 tests have been administered. New jobless claims are in from last week, and our country is now at more than 33 million people unemployed. 3.2 million people filed last week, according to the U.S. Labor Department. We're working to get the local numbers, and we'll update you as soon as we learn those. For the past 7 weeks, though, for the entire country, more than 33 million unemployment claims have been filed. Let's take a live look at Wall Street right now. The Dow actually up right now, almost 400 points. 1.65%. We're going to keep an eye on the numbers for you throughout the day. Georgia losing out on $1 billion of state tax revenues, all thanks to the pandemic. That's just in the month of April, which is typically the largest revenue month for the state. But with the state delaying the income tax deadline to July, much of the normal revenue hasn't come in. The news comes as House lawmakers get ready to begin hearings tomorrow on the upcoming year's budget. Some Goodwill stores and career centers are back open across Georgia. The president of Goodwill says work is more essential than ever as the state experiences record job losses. Stores are adopting new safety procedures, including adjusting store hours, protective gear for employees, frequent cleaning, closing fitting rooms, and restricting traffic flow inside the stores. CBS 46 is doing our part to help business find out and let customers know they're open. We've created a special section on our website and the CBS 46 streaming app called Now Open. Businesses can input information and hours so customers know what services they're offering. Today's annual National Day of Prayer service looked a little different. The annual event in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic was held online instead of people coming together. Governor Brian Kemp pre-recorded a message for the prayer event where he talked about these uncertain times.
Our fight with COVID-19 has caused sickness, death, and great loss. But it has also shown us the power of unity, of caring for our neighbor, and the unyielding will of our state and nation to fight hard, come together, and do what is necessary to stop the spread. While we all cannot be together right now, we can join one another in prayer for our frontline healthcare workers.
The national theme for the National Day of Prayer is Pray God's Glory Across the Earth. All right, switching gears right now, a cold start to the morning with temperatures in the 40s. Just the other day, we were in the high 80s. So let's get straight to our chief meteorologist, Jennifer Valdez. Jen, when are we going to warm up again?
Not for a while. We're going to continue to stay chilly with temperatures well below average. We have these little systems that will continue to move in and reinforce that cool air. So because of that, we'll be in the 60s and low 70s for the foreseeable future. Right now, outside temperatures in the 50s in Canton and Carrollton. It's 59 degrees, 62 right now in Atlanta. As we head through the rest of the afternoon, lots of sunshine. So it will be sunny today. We will start to see clouds increasing, but not really until after midnight tonight. Rain does move in tomorrow, but for today, temperatures in the upper 60s, getting up to about 69 in Atlanta, 72 in Athens, 71 in Rome. A really